The cottontail rabbit was observed in the deserts of Cave Creek, Arizona. It is proposed that a steroid hormone plays an important role in the defensive mechanisms of the cottontail rabbit. An article written by Gary D. Hamilton and Harmon P. Weeks Jr. in 1985 supported this hypothesis when they stated that this species is known to secrete corticosterone as the primary glucocorticoid, but may be able to produce cortisol under induced stress conditions. This shows that at the proximate causation level, the defense behavior of the cottontail is brought about due to hormones. It is proposed that cottontails learn as a baby to protect themselves using their hind legs to escape predators. An article written by Raquel Moncluse and Heiko G. Rodell in 2009 supports this hypothesis when they stated that young animals usually undergo higher predation pressure than adults. Moreover, very young animals tend to respond to any novel stimulus, given that the costs associated with failing to recognize a predator are higher than the costs associated with responding to innocuous stimuli. This shows at the proximate development level that the ability to learn defenses against predators at a young age is adapted. It is proposed that cottontails learn their behavior for flight due to heritability from their ancestors and how they lived and survived. An article written by Ronald M. Noack in 1999 supports this hypothesis by stating that young hares, in contrast, are born in the open, not in a nest, and are fully furred, have their eyes open, and are able to run about in a few minutes. This shows, at the ultimate evolutionary level, that the ability of cottontails to run has stemmed from birth, thus a heritable trait. It is proposed that cottontail rabbits use a zigzag pattern when running to avoid threats of predators. In support of this hypothesis, an article written by Bloomstein et al. In 2004 stated that, consider a small mammal foraging in a meadow. It could avoid predation by carefully selecting the safest places to forage. However, if it had to leave safe areas to forage, it could increase its vigilance while foraging in exposed areas, or it could minimize its time in exposed areas by foraging more efficiently. It could also rely on flight to avoid predators once detected. This shows at the ultimate functional level that cottontails will use running, sometimes in multiple directions, to confuse and avoid their predators.